Fox 40 is your local election headquarters. We are less than a week out from the March 5th primary, and the candidates for Sacramento mayor, they are busy in these final days making their case to Sacramento voters. So this week, the top four vying to succeed, Darrell Steinberg, have joined us in studio. On Monday, we had Councilmember Steve Hansen, former Councilmember Steve Hansen, joining us. Last night, it was Dr. Flojan Kofer. Well, tonight, we continue our series with Assemblymember Kevin McCarty. McCarty is a former Sacramento City Council member, serving on the council from 2004 to 2014. Since being elected to the Assembly in 2014, McCarty has prioritized advocating for California's youth, education initiatives, and police reform at the state capitol. Late last year, he was named chair of the Assembly Public Safety Committee by current Assembly Speaker Robert Rivas. Assemblymember Kevin McCarty joining us now on Fox 40. How do you do it all? You're busy in the legislature, running for mayor. I bet you're ready for March 5th.
Yeah, and I also got 2 teenagers at home. So
okay, so your plate is quite full. So in the spirit of fairness, too, I asked the candidates who have been on the past couple of nights the same question, because our polling shows, working in the legislature, the biggest issue facing cities large and small in California is homelessness, and voters want to see our leaders do something about it. They've heard, years and years, we have this problem, and we have all this money, and they're not seeing any changes in their communities. So if voters in Sacramento on March 5th vote for you to be the next mayor of Sacramento, or push you into a runoff in November, what is one thing you can promise them that you will do as mayor of Sacramento where they will see some real change right away? Because I also want to point out, we didn't get here overnight. We're not going to be able to fix this overnight.
Yeah, there are no simple solutions. No one's got a secret plan. I want to see fewer encampments. I want people to drive around and see fewer people sleeping on the streets, under bridges, at parks, on the American River Parkway. It's just too much. I readily admit it. That's why I'm running for this position. It's the key issue when I knock on doors from the Thomas to Land Park, Curtis Park, Meadowview, everything, everywhere in between. What are you going to do to fix homelessness? And I've been very frustrated, just like citizens of Sacramento. As a lawmaker, I've written laws, created land for homeless sites, homeless shelters around Sacramento, delivered money, and I've seen limited results. And so I'm going to lean in and make this an absolute priority and bring more urgency to the issue every day.
So let me just drill down here. Does that mean if you were elected mayor, we will see a ban on camping?
Yeah, I don't support any urban camping.
Okay.
You can't have urban camping. You can't have urban camping in parks, under bridges. I have campments right by my house. My kids come up from school and walk into the street, under a bridge, the freeway, to get to our house because there's encampments. We can't have that in the city of Sacramento. I think there shouldn't be camping at night, during the day, anywhere. We can't have urban camping. But what we need to do, which we failed, is designate places where people can legally go, whether they're safe ground locations, tiny home spots like the county's doing, like I'm trying to do at Cal Expo, places where people can legally park their cars and RVs. We need to have multiple locations. And it's not always about money. I told you this last time. A couple years ago, I was really frustrated about camping on the Parkway. And the County Board of Supervisors says, hey, McCarty, help us get an earmark in the budget to build shelter to get people off of the Parkway. And I said, County of Sacramento, how much do you want? And they said, try to get us $10 million in the budget. That would be amazing. So that summer, going on 2 years, I got them a $25 million earmark to do a shelter spot to get people off of the Parkway. We're going on 2 years, hasn't been one penny spent.
Wow.
So it's not always about money. It's about leadership, urgency, and I want to bring that to this issue right away.
Okay, so I want to ask you about, we don't have a strong mayor. I know we talked about this last time, and that's not something that you said you would be in favor of. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I'm just trying to remember our interview from a few months ago, and a lot happened. So in that time frame, so you're not for a strong mayor. But let's say some members on the council are not going to agree with you on this. How do you bring them along?
Well, I don't support strong mayor notion. I worked twice to defeat that. I like having people to have a chance to engage their representative. I don't want special interests putting their thumb on the scale and giving too much power to one individual. I've been very successful as a city commissioner, as a council member, and as an assembly member, working with others, bringing people along. That's I think how you're effective. I'm a big believer in the African proverb: you want to go fast, you go by yourself tomorrow morning. You want to go far, you got to bring others with you. So I have several members in the council endorsing me, and I can work with all of them to realize that we need 5 votes to get stuff accomplished. And it's not just the council. I have good relationships with the County Board of Supervisors, with our DA. I've worked on legislation with him on addiction, people in the criminal justice system to get treatment, especially for individuals that are homeless. So we need to all work on these issues together. So I'm confident that I can do that as mayor of Sacramento.
Okay, so you're in the legislature. You obviously know public safety is a big issue. You're chair of the Public Safety Committee. I need to ask you about this because there's this effort going on right now to reform Prop 47 that has been talked about quite a bit. This is a Republican-initiated effort, but there have been progressive Democratic mayors, London Breed in San Francisco, Matt Mahan in San Jose, and Todd Gloria, who you served with in the legislature, in San Diego, who have joined this effort. So if you become mayor of Sacramento, would you back that effort?
Well, I'm going to fix this issue before I'm mayor of Sacramento.
Okay.
You
don't have a lot of time.
I know. We know what we're doing.
Okay.
So I'm here today as a mayor candidate, but my seat over here, I'm chairing the Public Safety Committee.
Okay.
In the next 2 months, we're going to bring forward a package to reform retail theft issues and, drugs and fentanyl, street use drugs going forward. So whether it's going to be a ballot measure put by the proposition, proponents, or we put on the ballot, there will be some more balance to this issue. And it's not just Republicans, our Democrat DAs, Tien Ho and Jeff Reisig are supporting this.
Right.
And I support a balanced approach to this. There needs to be, you can support the efforts we've done in criminal justice and having redemption, second chances, but we don't have accountability on the front end for repeat offenders of retail theft. And I support these changes, and we will have a major package passing in the legislature this summer.
So do you agree that there have been some unintended consequences of Prop 47?
Yeah, some people have slipped through the cracks, especially individuals who are repeat offenders. I like what some of the proponents have been mentioning, that we don't want to put people in jail and warehouse people, but focus on treatment. There's things called diversion process, where these courts give people drug treatment, other opportunities to fix their problems while they're creating havoc in our communities. So the bottom line, though, is people see it, they go to Target, they get their stuff all, they have to buzz somebody to get their deodorant or razor blades, and that doesn't make sense. Or they see people run out the store, and this impacts big business and small business as well. So I think it's time to bring about some smart solutions to this, and I'm leading the charge for that. And so my job as mayor will be easier because the work I'm doing this year as an assembly member and chair of the Public Safety Committee.
All right, making a little news here. We'll have to hold you to that and bring you back on and talk to you about those efforts in the legislature. I wanted to finally ask you this because I asked both of the other candidates when they came in the studio. Obviously, turnout for this election, the way it's looking right now, is going to possibly be low, even though, as you know, in the state of California, we make it very easy for voters to get a ballot, mail it back in, drop it off at their local polling place. You can register on election day. So I want to give you the opportunity to make a closing statement to voters right now, considering all the issues that we have in Sacramento, obviously the unhoused community, budget deficit at the state and local level. So if voters are undecided or maybe just going, you know what, my vote doesn't matter, what pitch would you make to them?
Well, their vote matters, and I'm convinced that people will come out and vote. People are procrastinators.
Mm-hmm.
They're waiting till the end. You still have 6 days to figure it out. So people will show up. There's not a big presidential race at the top of the ticket, so this is a big thing locally. And I think people realize we have a lot of problems, whether it's homelessness or lack of building housing, or our budget deficit, or public safety, or investing in our youth and our kids, and what have you. There's bread and butter issues affecting neighborhoods, and they want somebody who's competent. And I think that people realize that I have been that. I've been effective. I've been practical, pragmatic, bringing about real solutions from housing issues to neighborhood issues, as a city commissioner, as a council member, as a state lawmaker, always focusing on delivering and bringing results. And so people say, give me an example of this. And I said, okay, well, during COVID, we had downtown shut down. Mm-hmm. We need more housing. So what did I do? I said, let's make lemonade out of the lemon. So I wrote a law that's now turning a state building down there, the EDD building, into affordable housing. Bringing about an issue that we need, more housing at all income levels, and it also helps homelessness as well by getting people through the pipeline into housing while also bringing life to our downtown. So that's what I'm always about, bringing about real solutions to our problems, and I hope the people of Sacramento will check my name and elect me as the next mayor of Sacramento for my hometown, my city. So I'm excited to be your mayor of Sacramento for our city and my hometown.
Assemblymember Kevin McCarty, candidate for mayor. I also have to point this out before you leave. You obviously have some Taylor Swift fans in your house, right?
Yes, the kids are Swifties, but I'm a Swiftie.
You're a Swiftie too?
So this allows me to be a Swiftie more than usual.
Okay, all right.
So this is the fearless one.
Okay, all right, there you go. Candidate for mayor,
Swiftie.
Assembly member, chair of the Public Safety Committee, and also a Swiftie. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.